How's it going, guys? Today we are going to be working on my 1991 Toyota Supra. Today we are going to be prepping it for a new engine swap. Stay tuned at the end to see what engine swap we are doing, but right now we are going to be tearing it apart and getting it all prepped and ready. Stay tuned. Going to be removing the Allen screws. I have rivet nuts inserted into the front fenders to hold the side skirts up. Going to be removing those Allen screws to remove the front fenders and the nose piece all together at once. My phone stopped recording, but here is a video of the front fenders and nose piece together off at once. Remove both of those to get that off easier in a way. Now I have to remove the headlights. We're going through just showing you what basically is being removed. The front fenders, the front bumpers right there, side skirts. Now removing the headlights. The headlights was a little bit trickier to remove, but it's not that hard, to be honest with you. It was just a time. I was just getting the angle of the bolts and everything, popping the mechanism off and the motor off. But other than that, it was really easy. Just removing all the wire harnesses around it so nothing gets caught up. A little bit harder since you don't have the actual battery hooked up to pop up those headlights. You just gotta do it manually at that point, but quick turn of the nozzle and everything's all good. So that first one's off. Now we're going to the second one. Second one's exactly the same thing. You just have the harness on the other side of the headlight that you gotta remove. It's quick. It's a little bit easier when you take off the headlight to remove the harness for the headlight, because you have more room to get around it instead of sticking your fingers behind it and trying to pop it off by that. But it was pretty simple. You'll get the hang of it as you remove it, the first one. Now I'm going to be removing the harness off of the passenger side. I believe there is two or three, if I remember. I'm recording this later on. Connectors. Just make sure you don't break any of the tabs or the connectors. It is pretty tricky to find those connectors now. But going through, there is a lot of tabs where you have to pop off, in a sense, where you just get like a simple needle nose and those will just slide right out. Those are straight into the frame itself. But other than that, removing the driver's side now. A little quicker and easier on the driver's side. Just removing zip ties that I put in there earlier because I was rubbing on the harness with the tires. But when you pull it out of all the harness out of that little hole right there on the driver's side, make sure not to cut any of the wires up. Pretty simple and easy. It was a little tricky at first because of the bulky wires, but like I said, as you get the hang of it, you'll find a way, an easy way out. But it's pretty simple and easy. Just had to just be careful at one time, make sure no one steps on any of the connectors and broke any of those tabs. But pretty simple. Now for this swap, I was looking at it, and this power steering lines, these hard lines, I was not going to be able to use them, and I thought it would look nicer taking it off. So going to be removing these hard lines for the power steering. Going to be changing how it routes. Just gotta pop it off, make sure not make a mess when moving all that, because there is still power steering fluid in those lines. So make sure you put something underneath when you pop that off. This is it right here. Kind of flung it around a little bit. Make sure you do have something catching it. Now this is everything that is disconnected: the front bash bar, the harnesses, front headlights, fenders, front bumper, the nose piece, motor for the headlights. Take off the intercooler. It makes it look way simple and easier when you undo everything. Spread a lot of degreaser on the engine bay. There is a ton of dirt buildup on it. Just want to scrub that away, so all the dirt, but it's going to take a lot. After scrubbing it for a while, now I'm going through and power washing all that dirt off that I can. So other than that, getting it ready for paint. I'm gonna be prepping the engine bay soon. Post another video on that. Prepping it for the new paint. The paint is very bright. It is very gonna pop out and make the new engine stand out a lot. After finishing it up, put everything back together for now. But now we're gonna be seeing in the next video what we're gonna be slapping into this. We are slapping a 1JZ VVT-i in this Mark III Supra. Stay tuned for future videos for the whole swap process. Thank you for watching.